It is a collective task of all, wherever we may be on the surface of earth. Join the movement that means well for the people of Oyo State, whether rich or poor. Join Oriyomi Grassroots Mobilizers on www.oriyomigrassrootsmobilizers.com.ng. Again, www.oriyomigrassrootsmobilizers.com.ng. All your inquiries will be attended to, and we also welcome your comments. Let's join hands together, because together we can do it. OGM, Voice of the People, is the voice of God.
Akidibo 88.7 FM.
There's a lot to digest and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies those voices, stories and reports that make the difference. This is Akidibo News 88.7 FM, the people's voice.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Akidibo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening. Welcome to the news around the world on Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am Olamide Badmus. First, the headlines. Serap challenges Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, 16 others to disclose assets. Experts stress the importance of oral hygiene in preventing health risk. Andy Bonham to tour UK over cost of living worries. Shooting Stars part ways with head coach Awero after historic campaign. Now the details. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged the 19 presidential candidates announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for the 2027 election to publicly disclose their assets and liabilities, including those of their spouses and, where applicable, unmarried children under 18 years. The organization also asked the candidates to disclose the legitimate sources of their significant assets and publicly reject vote buying and electoral bribery before and during the election. SERAP made the demands in an open letter signed by its Deputy Director, Kolawole Uluwadari, and issued today. The candidates listed by the organization are President Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Atiku Abubakar of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Peter Obi of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Senator Sandy Ono of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Omoyele Sowore of the African Action Congress, AAC, Donald Duke of the People's Redemption Party, PRP, Okwori Ada Elizabeth Frederick of the National Democratic Party, NDP, and others. SERAP further urged the candidates to go beyond the minimum legal requirements and voluntarily embrace higher standards of transparency, accountability, and integrity in their bid for the presidency. From the food we eat to the way we brush and care for our feet, daily habits can make a significant difference to oral health. But how important is oral hygiene, and what could happen when it's neglected? In this report, Agidigbo FM news correspondent Yetunde Fadaiya examined the importance of maintaining good oral health and the consequences of poor dental hygiene.
Nearly 3.7 billion people worldwide are affected by oral diseases, making them one of the most common health conditions globally. Oral health is an essential part of overall well-being as it involves keeping the teeth, gums, tongue, and mouth healthy through proper hygiene and regular dental care. Good oral health not only gives us a bright smile, but also helps us eat, speak, and live comfortably. The World Health Organization says that most oral diseases are preventable through good hygiene, healthy diet, and regular dental checkups. Unfortunately, many people neglect their oral hygiene until they experience pain or serious dental problems. A university student, Adegbe Njotemitokbe, spoke with Agidigbo News correspondent on how oral health plays a vital role in human lives.
Imagine you talking to someone outside and be like, they won't tell you that your mouth is maybe your mouth sick or something. They'll just use their body language itself. It tells a lot about how they feels about you. So as a human being, at least brush your teeth twice, so that to keep your mouth clean, so that to make you abstract from any mouth odor or anything or any tooth pain.
Poor oral health can lead to tooth decay, gum disease, bad breath, and even tooth loss. In some cases, infections in the mouth can affect other parts of the body. From personal experience, a fashion designer, Mr. Francis Olatunji, said the lack of oral health causes public embarrassment if it goes out of hand.
When you take care of your mouth, you can talk anywhere you are. If you do not take care of your mouth might be smelling, or you should have some kind of color in your teeth.
Brushing the teeth at least twice a day with fluoride toothpaste, flossing regularly, reducing sugary foods and drinks, and visiting a dentist for routine checkups are effective ways to prevent oral diseases. During an interview, a dentist and the clinical director of Ask the Dentist Clinics, Mr. Isaac Adeyemi, emphasized on the importance of oral health and how it should be taken seriously.
On the jaws and all of that, many of them are very preventable if we do the basics of oral hygiene and we take regular dental checkups very, very seriously. It's for everybody. As long as you have teeth in your mouth, you need dental checkups, regular ones, at least twice a year, which is every 6 months.
Oral health also has social and emotional benefits. A healthy smile boosts self-confidence, improves communication, and creates a positive impression in personal and professional interactions. By practicing good oral hygiene and seeking regular dental care, individuals can prevent many oral diseases and enjoy healthier and happier lives. Yetunde Fadaya, Agidigbo FM News.
The Apostolic Church of Christ, Basharun Onifade Street, Olunloyo, Ibadan, was filled to capacity during today's special service. The service, marked with praise, prayers, and prophetic declarations, focused on God's call for believers to step into light, purpose, and breakthrough. Agidigbo FM News correspondent Tunde Yoda was present at the service. Jehovah Tobi Olaiju brings the reports.
It was a Sunday of joy, gratitude, and divine encounter at the Apostolic Church of Christ, Basharun, located on Onifade Street, Olunloyo, along Akoran Road, Ibadan. The atmosphere was filled with thanksgiving and praise as worshippers gathered to honor God for his faithfulness. The invited minister for the day, Pastor Oluwafolaomi Abimbola, delivered a stirring sermon titled, "Arise and Shine, for your glory has come." Drawing from scriptures, Pastor Abimbola urged believers to rise into their God-given purpose and destiny. He emphasized that Nigeria urgently needs the light of God to overcome the forces of darkness and to birth true peace and national unity.
As a child of God, living in a dark world, living in a world that has been covered or submerged by darkness, is expected to live a life of light. Light is not hidden. Wherever the light is, it gives life, it gives shine to the people. Therefore, God is expected us to shine in the darkness of the world.
Members of the congregation also shared their reflections on the word, Many testified to being challenged and inspired to live as carriers of God's light in their homes, workplaces, and communities.
I think the purpose of this sermon today, and that is what God is saying today, arise and shine, for your time has come, for your glory has come.
We do give glory to Almighty God for what He has done for us, even for His mercy upon our life.
The service climaxed with powerful sessions of praise, worship, and intercession. Special prayers were offered for Oyo State and Nigeria, seeking God's intervention for peace, unity, and divine restoration across the nation. It was indeed a day of renewal, hope, and fresh fire. Jehovah Tobi, Olaiju, Agidigbo FM News.
Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kuliamza Studio at Gidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Olushola Damilola, and the Boham will start a national tour on Monday to hear people's concerns over the cost of living. The UK Prime Minister is set to unveil several measures intended to help people with bills and give them breathing room after announcing cuts to energy costs and a £2 cap on bus fares. During his first week in Downing Street, he will spend much of the August in listening mode as he travels across the country. He also plans to use the national tour to tell voters about his 10-year plans for the United Kingdom. A spokesman for the Prime Minister said he will be meeting people where they are. The cost of living remains a major concern for the public amid the fallout of the Iran war, keeping inflation higher than expected. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has suggested President Donald Trump's Board of Peace plan for Gaza. The minister said his military will not withdraw from the Palestinian territory until Hamas fully disarms, and insisted there will be no Palestinian state in Gaza or the West Bank. Last month, the U.S. president said there had been a breakthrough in his plan to end the war, which both Israel and Hamas had agreed. Palestinian officials said around 1,200 people, mostly women and children, have been killed in Israeli strikes since the ceasefire agreement began in October. And that ends the news from Kuliamza Studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola.
Welcome back. Now in the exciting world of sports, Shooting Stars Sport Club have parted ways with head coach Nuruddin Aweroro just days before the start of the new Nigeria Premier Football League season, bringing an abrupt end to his time in charge of the Oluyole Warriors. The Ibadan club confirmed the development in an official statement announcing that Aweroro, team manager Tami Tamuna, and assistant coach Shakiru Lawal have all left their respective positions with immediate effect. Shooting Stars did not disclose the specific reasons behind the decision, describing the departure as a mutual agreement following discussions between the club and members of the technical team. In its statement, Shooting Stars said the affected members of the technical team had agreed to end their contracts amicably, as the decision follows discussions between the club and the affected members of the technical team, with both parties agreeing to part ways amicably. The club also praised the trio for their commitment and contributions, particularly their role in Shooting Stars' impressive campaign last season, and wished all three officials success in their future careers before announcing that its remaining assistant coaches would temporarily oversee the technical department. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Serap challenges Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, 16 others to disclose assets. Express stressed importance of oral hygiene in preventing health risk. Andy Bonham to tour UK over cost of living worries. Shooting Stars part ways with head coach Aweroro after a historic campaign.
Don't forget that you can listen to us live on our website www.agidigbo887fm.com. You can also download our mobile app on Google Play Store and iOS. Simply search for Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Follow us on Facebook at Agidigbo 88.7 FM, on Twitter and Instagram at Agidigbo 887 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have news stories and tips for us, contact our newsroom on 070-8714-4865 or send us a mail on newsroom@agidigbo887fm.com.
And before we go this evening, here's a quick tip. Do it now, sometimes later becomes never. An expert was once a beginner. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am Olamide Badmus. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information.